And good evening, all of you out there who keep up with the show. If you don't keep up with the show, fuck you guys. But this is Why Repent. And not only is this Why Repent, but this is a special show of Why Repent because we have a special guest. I will let him introduce himself, but I am Cole Conscience, your host for today.
Well, this is Alone in the Dark, finally bringing some legitimacy to this show.
It's all chemical.
And this is going to be the cast for Why Repent for today. Slow Chemical, we was texting back and forth earlier, and he had a funny story for me today, for us today, and I would like to fucking laugh. So, go ahead, do your thing, man.
I don't have Alan's number, so I couldn't send him the picture. So he's not gonna know what I'm talking about. If you have his number, text him the picture.
The pictures you sent me of Okay, I got you. Did you just recently sent it? Okay.
Because I don't have his number anymore. This phone's crap. But pretty much on Facebook, I think it was Calhoun that had I think it was Calhoun that actually posted it originally, and I couldn't stop laughing. And pretty much, matter of fact, let me quote it. Let me look at the picture real quick. It's Kermit the Frog looking out a window with raindrops, right? And it says, "When your boy outside getting jumped, but you figure it's too many niggas for you to even." So, please, I started texting that picture. I normally don't do this, but I started texting the picture around like a bunch of different people I know. And one of my boys from back in the day hit me up, and he started telling me a story. He reminded me of the story. I didn't even remember it. And so he started telling me, like, oh, he went way back for it. This happened when we were like 13. But it's a couple stories. We'll start with this one, right? So my boy is dating this girl, right? And so the girl's folks are in the church. So he has we had to sneak around for these two to do anything because they're the Bible thumpers.
Right.
So my boy gets on lockdown. He gets some punishment or whatever, and so he can't go outside for like 2 weeks. So somebody that was supposed to be our boy goes behind his back and starts talking to the girl. And so immediately, like, I didn't not immediately, but the girls wanted some type of like church retreat or whatever, right? And my girlfriend at the time comes back to me and she tells me, she pulls me to the side and says, "Okay, I gotta tell you something. Such and such is going on. They fucking around on your boy." I said, "Well, I kind of want to mind my own business." I said, "Man, I just want to mind my own business." She was like, "How would you feel if that happened to you?" I said, she guilted me to go on and tell him what's going on. Now, remind you, the main reason I wanted to mind my business is not because like I thought like he was gonna like reject me and like, no, he ain't doing that. It wasn't like that. You have to understand, the dude that was doing this behind his back was a straight bitch. So like he would have. My thinking is this guy's gonna take his life seriously. So she guilts me into doing it. I call him up at that time on a landline, archaic, and I say, "Hey man, this is what's going on." He says, "Man, fuck that nigga, man. I'm going there right now." So I'm like, no, wait till I come. So anybody's ever been in my neighborhood, my old neighborhood, it's a one-way in, one-way out, right? I live at the top, the very top of it. Now it's a Harley Davidson shop. It's the very top of the hill. They live at the very bottom of the hill. So I have to throw the phone in my mouth and say, "Ma, hang this up." I jet, almost naked, down the street to get this dude before he goes in the house. By the time I get down the street, he's already in front of the dude's house, banging on the door. "Get out, you bitch ass nigga!" Boom, boom, boom. Right. So next thing you know, we look to the left of us. The right of us. This dude looks just like Kermit the Frog in the picture. Like he's just up there like this, and he's like he won't open the door. And he's like, "I can put hands on you, man, but you need to tell me what's going on." This, that, the third. For 30 minutes, he wouldn't open the door, and he has had his hands up. He had his hands, two hands up against like. Hold on, let me show you. He had him like up against like this. He was like this. Hey, finally, after the cops were called because we were disturbing the neighborhood because my boy was just yelling. After the cops were called, finally he decided to open the door only because the cops had came and he didn't want his mom to come home and beat him. So he just said, "Nah, officer, we were just playing around. We were playing too loud or whatever." He opened the door. So we get in. And his makes the story even funnier. Not only is he in the house hearing this stuff, our other friend, quote unquote, is in the house, and he's with his girl at the time, and he's about to take her virginity. But because she just found out what they did to him, she gets guilt. She feels guilty and says, "I can't give you my pussy. You're sitting here going, this is supposed to be your friend. You allowing him to cheat on his girl with his other friend. I can't do it." She breaks up with him out of guilt and walks out the door. This dude, no lie, I promise you, I'm telling the truth. He walks out with African pride on his hand and his hand on his dick. Like, what the fuck y'all doing to me, man? The funny thing is, he was wrong. He was encouraging the other guy to do what he was doing. And his girlfriend didn't know it.
Jeez, that's fucked up.
That's the first stories. But I mean, like, as soon as he started telling me the story, I said that was his face. Like, because it was raining outside, and he's had his hands up against the window, like, please go away. Like, he couldn't say. He was like a fat ice cube with no money.
Please go away. Jesus Christ. The person I really feel sorry for is, the guy not getting that ass. That's who I really feel sorry for. Here's the picture in case nobody fucking seen the picture. It's fucking hilarious. They have Kermit the Frog in every goddamn thing.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, but I feel sorry for that guy. That's goddamn hysterical. I mean, thank God I've never been in that situation because I'd probably be doing the same thing. I mean, it's 4-on-1. There's nothing really I can do about it. Two ass whippings ain't gonna solve nothing right there.
Me getting my ass beat ain't gonna make this any better for you,
Ain't gonna make it any better for you. Jesus Christ. I'm so serious. It's not. Damn sure not. But when you sent me that picture, like I said, Calhoun put it up. I might have seen it before. No, it was another one that said when your friend's getting jumped, and you realize he beat you in 2K by 2 points, and that was a more fucked up one. He was like, yeah, when your friend's getting jumped, but you realize, that's fucking hilarious.
Let me tell you my other story. So I had this other boy, right? He was older than me, right? We called him. I didn't give him this nickname, but this is what they called him. They called him Yuck Mouth. His mouth was disgusting. I'm not gonna get into it, but it was disgusting. So, anyways, dude, he always looked out for me. So me and him were cool. Like, that was my boy. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So one day, right? Let me say this though. I'm gonna say this, and I want to wait for Alan to come back in because I know he will have something to say about it. But pretty much, he wasn't. I'll tell you this. He wasn't a liked guy. Like he did so much dirt. Like, he was just a dirty dude. Like, this dude had a girl pregnant, right? And he had a party to celebrate a baby shower to celebrate the new baby.
Yeah.
And fucking the girl's sister in the other room as the baby shower was going on.
I just seem like you just had some fucked up friends. I know I got some fucked up friends too, but shit.
But it's the funny thing though, as jacked up as he was to everybody else, I can never say he did anything to me. I remember my brother first moved back. We were in Maryland. My brother moved back to New Orleans, right? And I remember it was so funny because I remember my mom couldn't afford to get clothes or anything. This dude went out and bought me a whole wardrobe for 2 years with for 2 years for school. Like, I had new kicks. Like, these weren't like no penny loafers or anything like that. These were like good clothes. He bought me this big ass ring. I still have that ring to this day. This big ass ring with a real diamond. He spent like $4,000 on it. Like, he always looked out for me. But this is what I'm waiting for Alan to come back. But when you're not, when you're not a like person, and y'all can disagree with this or not, I don't know. This is my feelings on it. I have no problem. I have no problem with religion at all. As a matter of fact, I pray and stuff like that. But my thing is, I notice when people are not liked and they're hated, that's when they find God. It's because then they want everybody to like them. Because then it's like, well, I've been changed, Lord Jesus Christ, whatever the day may bring. So then all of a sudden, like me now because I'm religious. So what happened was this dude got hated by so many different people. He all of a sudden was religious. So I figured it was fake, but this was my boy. So I'm like, yeah, you're suspect, but you look out for me, so I'm still be cool with you, right? Now, fast forward maybe like 2 weeks after he finds religion, and he had beef with these 2 white boys. Now, I was cool with the white boys. These dudes they thought they were black, but they knew they were pussies, but they had respect because they live in a certain neighborhood.
Got you.
We're walking down Laurel High School hallway, right next to the library. And so we're walking. He has his Bible. He's reading his Bible. He's like really reading his Bible right next to me. I'm like, dude, we both know you're phony. But anyways, so as he's reading it, out of nowhere, this person says, "Hey, Bible thumper." He turns around, bah, gets hit right in the face. He falls, and the 2 white boys just start stomping him out. Boom, boom. I'm standing right there. I'm looking. And my first reaction was, damn, this is really happening. I just started laughing. I was like, damn, homie, man, get up. They don't do them like that. They just were stomping them out. And then when they were done stomping them out, like 2 minutes later, I'm like, why y'all hit my man like that though? Like he found religion. Man, fuck them. He ain't found no religion. He owes $200, man. I was like, man, that means you found religion.
He's praying for that $200. Shit.
Man, everybody thinks that's like a get out of jail free card. Like, I'm a born again Christian, man. I don't give a fuck. Man, that's your business, not mine. That's your fucking business.
After the 2 white boys walk away, he gets up. He's a little bloody, whatever, you know. He gets up, puts his glasses back on, he gets his Bible. We go to class. We're in the same class. We sit right next to each other. In the middle of class, while the teacher's like teaching something, who knows? I wasn't paying attention. And he turns to me, you just let them stomp me out? I was like, damn, homie, I didn't know what to do. And I started laughing again.
God damn, that is fucked up. God damn.
You didn't do nothing. I mean, you tried to talk him out of it. You know, you did something there, you know?
I said, look, you ain't gotta find God, man. Just stop being a dick. Playing something.
I mean, and you say you was kind of cool with him, right?
Nah, like I said, he never done nothing to me, but he was a dick. Like I can say, at the end of the day, he looked out for me. Like he pretty much took care of me like I was his little brother. But everybody else was like fair game. I remember one time he gets pulled over in the car while he's driving. He should have been pulled over in the car. This dude was eating like Wendy's, right? And he was like had 2 hands on the burger and no hand on the wheel. So the cop politely says, "Sir, can you please put the burger in the bag and you can drive to school?" He knew us. You know what he does? The cop was nice. This dude takes the Wendy's, throws it at the cop's feet. Oh fuck! Now we're both in handcuffs because he throws a ham. See, he was just a dick to other people. I don't know why.
Yeah, that man cost get his ass kicked right there. But I mean, go ahead.
He did though. No, I'm just saying, but if he did.
I mean, if he got stomped out, I'm kind of like that too. If I know you, there's a lot of people got stomped out in my school too. If I know you, and like you know, you consider me cool, quote unquote. If you getting stomped out, I gotta ask questions first before I try to jump into anything. Why are they stomping you out? Because it might be over some drug money, some shit like that that I don't know about. That's the reason they stomping you out. I don't want to get in that and they be like, yeah, him right there, he the one that helped. He probably owes drug money too. Listen, I don't know what's going on. Y'all just gotta ask questions. Now, you pick kind of the wrong time to ask. You actually ask the fucking question as they're whipping his ass, but you definitely gotta have that run through your head. Cause I know one of my who's a close friend of mine now. We was walking out, me and this brother. First of all, here's why I didn't run down to help him. One, it was down the hill. 2, I was with a girl at the time. So I'm not leaving this fucking girl to go help your ass as you get your ass kicked, okay? Now, me and this guy are close friends, and I'm walking down to the bus stop, and we just start seeing all this commotion, and bam, he just starts getting jumped. Now, everybody's like, yo, isn't that your boy? You should go help him. I'm like, I don't know what. You know, I kind of like, I'm walking down the hill kind of fast 'cause I'm ready to go home. I slowed down. I'm just walking slow. And I'm just like, damn, I hope it stops by the time I get down here. And sure enough, as I get down there, it stops. And then like he's on the ground, and I look, I'm like, damn man, I ran as fast as I could down here. You good? You good? And then I put on the whole fucking show, act like I tried to help this motherfucker out. When Lord knows I didn't.
They'd be like, they must have ran because they saw me coming, you know? That's what
That's what I said. But listen, it was the girl I was with at the time. I mean, I wasn't with her, but I was walking down with her. She had a fat ass, and she looked good. So this is, matter of fact, Slow Chemical. This is the same girl who has me in this fucking disaster of a friend zone right now. That's a you picture of. This is that girl. Go ahead.
Tell Alone in the Dark that story.
About the girl?
Yeah, about the friend zone.
About what recently just happened, or like just in general?
Everything. Tell them everything.
Okay, so for all my friends out there, all the viewers out there, Alonzo, let me tell you this story because specifically. So I have this girl in my high school. We met around maybe ninth grade. Ninth grade, yeah, we met. In ninth grade, yeah, I would definitely say she got on my fucking nerves. She was always the one in the back that she would, every time you have a question about, a project or an assignment, she'd be the one like, what the fuck? We went over that a long time ago. Like, bitch, we never even got to this part yet. Shut up. So she was always that type. So I never thought in my life I would end up talking to this girl as long as I had. So anyway, I think maybe like the end of 9th grade, 10th grade year, we became really close. Now, there's a thing in Baltimore that, I had feelings for, and, it was kind of well documented, kind of. But, when everybody be like, well, who you going for this school year? How everybody's like, well, I'm trying to go for this school year, this school year. I would say her name. I'm going to keep her nameless, but she probably knows who the fuck I am. And everybody who watches this show knows exactly who she is. But pretty much I was like, well, I'm going after her. Everybody's like, okay, I see you. You might not get close, but we'll see. And over time, we got closer and closer and closer. Now, there's this running thing in Baltimore that anybody who is quote-unquote best friends usually are fucking in some shape or form.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. Exactly. It's actually really friends with benefits because everybody who I knew who were best friends were getting the bottom knocked out of them at the end of school, usually. Because my school had half a days every Wednesday, which is they just must knew that shit was hump day. We got at 12:30, and that was fuck day for everybody. So I'm like, well, shit, I'm trying to get in on this action. So we become close, and she puts the best friend thing on me. And I'm like, okay, well, I will accept it. I'll wait my turn. I can do that. Right now, she has a boyfriend. The relationship's not going well. I'll wait for it. Now, I've been waiting for 6 years now.
God
I didn't realize when she said best friend, she actually meant that shit. I did not understand. It did not come to grips. I'm thinking I'm getting very close from best friend to actually, boyfriend. And it hasn't come close yet. And it's just a terrible fucking situation that, man, everybody who she's fucking with at the time is terrible. Don't take her places. Doesn't do anything really for her. I've got labeled as a bitch by all my friends nowadays. But absolutely I should. And like I said, everybody call me now. You're just pretty much the boyfriend without the benefits. You do everything as a boyfriend probably should, but you get no ass out of it. I'm like, you know what? Yeah, absolutely right. So I've been in this friend zone for about 6.5 years now. 6.5. Because I thought, my dumbness, I thought that, fucking best friend with me, we should be fucking soon on one of these goddamn Wednesdays.
Are you telling
I'm mistaken?
These guys that she's getting with is worse than what would happen if she was dating you?
Yes.
I don't know. I'm convinced, man.
I mean, these guys ain't shit. These guys don't work. These guys ain't. These are just like basically fucking. I don't know how they get clothes and feed themselves half of the fucking time. I don't know, and they're getting all the vagina. I can tell you that. I'm just a scapegoat. Pretty much.
Girl, man. I don't know what you're doing here. Just give her the old line, like, you know what? You know, I've been your friend this whole time, and I was fine with it, but
Listen.
now I've seen how you've grown into a woman, and I'm just fucking attracted to it, you know?
Listen. I've been doing this now, alone in the dark. Doing this now for the past 6 years now. I don't think you're understanding. I have been every goddamn day. I wake up. She calls. I'm like, hey, you know, she'll probably be like, hey, look, and she does this very masterfully. She doesn't want me to get a fucking girlfriend. Oh, apparently, because every time she brings out a friend, you know, a friend who she's cool with, who looks good, by the way, is either gay or taken.
What kind of best friend is that? She's not even trying to get you laid, man.
Fucking selfish, because I don't know what the fuck. I don't. It is goddamn selfish. I tell you that.
If she ain't gonna get you laid, then she's putting herself up on that fucking altar, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
She's gonna sacrifice the fucking vagina now.
Apparently, it's just like what do we always say? Whatever the day may brings, that's pretty much what it is. I mean, Alona Dog, do you get that? Have you seen that other episodes where whatever the day may brings, girl?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. That was I remember, and I don't usually get a lot of courage, but you know, when that shit happened, I'm like, you know, I got the courage. I'm gonna say, you know, I'm like, hey, listen, I'm going out with some friends. Do you want to come? You know, actually, I asked like, what do you do for fun? Then you could have said bowling, pool. Hell, you could have said stripping for all I fucking care. Just say something. And like, she had the hand gestures, everything. Shit, whatever the day may brings. I'm just like, okay, I'm leaving. We only have fucking 15-minute break at Giants. You want to use all your fucking time on the break? I was on my break for about 5 minutes before I was like, all right, time for me to go now. That's the weirdest shit ever, whatever the day may bring. So if I just pulled out my dick and put it in your face, would that be just whatever the day may brings, or?
Just got brought to you, bitch? Is this what's going on here?
Pretty much like, is this what this guy brought to you? My dick in your face? Is this the road we're gonna go down? I'd rather you just say I don't fucking like doing anything than whatever the day may bring. It's just, I don't know. Whatever the day may bring. That's fucking. That's my rant for the day.
I don't know, man. Honestly, that shit's never happened to me. I think I've gotten lucky that bitches seem to know my fucking intentions right off the freaking break, you know? I may have just gotten lucky that shit never fucking come down to me, but I hear people complain about it, so fucking break it off then, you know? Fuck this shit. Don't be doing nice shit for this girl. You're not getting anything out of it.
Well, believe it or not, I've actually been saying no a lot lately. I mean, it took me not 6 years. I've been saying no for the past like 3 years now. But you know, sometimes you just fucking feel sorry for the bitch. and you know, you'd be like, all right, fine, we can, you know, and that's my mistake. However, I have been saying no a lot more because I would, you know, in my words, we're not fucking. Why should I?
Exactly. You know, have you fucked me, girl? I would do this, but you ain't fucked me yet. You know, that's what you need to tell her, baby.
Yeah.
Hey, Alone in the Dark.
What's up, man?
I told him, I said, she's the type of girl that's greedy. Like, I've been through that before where, like, this person wants you to, you know, do everything for them, and then when it comes a time to, you know, to slide the thong off and let me put my penis in, you see, like, well, I don't want to ruin the friendship. Bitch, let's ruin the friendship then. Fuck.
Yeah, fuck it.
If we were really close, this wouldn't affect it, you know? Like, if we were true friends, it'd be just fine putting my dick inside you. So,
And you know how much of a friend zone I'm probably in right now? Well, it's kind of a friend zone. Listen to this bullshit right here. She fucking, speaking of thongs, she fucking, I'm not going to say she fully changes in front of me, but she changes in front of me.
God damn, man.
And my friend brought up a good point. He was like, you know, so funny. If her mother walked in and was like, you changed in front of him, she'd probably be like, oh no, that's just Mike. And I was like, God damn. I was like, God damn. Like, it's not butt naked changing, and it's only been on one occasion, and it wasn't really like, it's just more like changing the pants, but still, it's almost like a smack in the face. It's like, you know, and she's close, so I could damn near smell the vagina. I could damn near taste it. And this bitch is not even letting me get a fucking lick of it. I can't even get a taste. I can't even get like, I can't, god damn, I can't get none of that. Because
She knows? Does she know that you're fucking going for it, or is she just oblivious?
No, she knows. I think at this point it's just more of like a fuck you. That's pretty much what it is. Like, it's more of like either a fuck you or it's like, oh well, you know, whatever. I've never been in so deep.
I'm not gonna lie,
Nothing.
it sounds like you're her gay friend, you know, like.
Yeah. That's pretty much what it is, because she keeps bringing gay people around, and that's basically what it is. That's why everybody calls me a bitch and gay and all this other stuff. I'm the gay friend, it seems like, but I like vagina, and you know, it's.
How does she react when you're fucking somebody? Does she support you? Does she give you a hard time about it? I mean, when you get a girl, what does she do?
I'm actually not sure, because I really don't tell her who the fuck I'm fucking. But sometimes I might put it out there, but she doesn't actually believe me when I'm saying I'm, you know, tearing somebody's vagina a new one. But she never actually believes me, so I don't, you know. I don't know. But I don't know, but I definitely know that every guy who she gets, she would try to, like, okay, like, I'm trying to be, you know, it's well documented, I'm trying to be a police officer. It's well documented that. Yeah. Like, her boyfriend will all of a sudden try to be a police officer. Like, okay, well, it's like, well, I'm doing music, because she's like, what's new? I'm like, I'm doing music, you know, album coming out. By the way, album coming out, damn it, what's the name of the shit again? You know, I'm terrible at plugs. Good?
Well, I'm gonna do it again.
There you go. I forgot. I forgot we changed the goddamn name. Listen, I'm not good at plugs sometimes, okay? But the album coming out, Robbie Penton, why I do it, you know, I'm gonna do it again. Anyway, I'll be like, okay, well, you know, I'm doing music, I'm doing this, and all of a sudden her boyfriend, you know, fucking has like 5 mixtapes, you know, 2 shows in the UK, and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, right, you know, has a feature with Lil Wayne. It's like she wants her boyfriends to be like me, but they can't be me, if that makes any fucking sense.
Yeah, just can't be you specifically.
Yeah, exactly. So she'll do that, and you know, usually when I say I'm fucking somebody, she seems very fucking surprised, and it's kind of one thing like, oh, well, you know, let's hang out more. So.
She wants you, but she knows it. Here's the thing, Mike. I told Alone in the Dark. I told Pocahontas. I said, look here, man. Girl, once you get with some, she sees that chick feeling you. Not only does she see it, she feeling you, but she sees y'all flirting with each other and things like that. Then all of a sudden, she gonna come to you and be like, well, I've always liked you. You just never pursued me hard enough. She wants girls.
Yeah, pretty much.
You gotta draw a line in the sand somewhere, dude. Just show up. Next time she's changing, just pull out your dick. Just hang it there, you know what I mean? Just hold on, just letting it air out, honey, you know? Like, that's it. You know?
Funny, when I was going through something similar, it wasn't never no 6 years. The longest it went was a month. Now,
God damn.
My brother told me something a long time ago. He said, "Here, man, I got a rule." He told me 3 rules. If I get you behind closed doors, I don't care if you're fat, white, black, ugly, I'm fucking you, no matter what. And you start changing in front of me. Once your pants are off, my dick is in your vagina. You go shopping, I get at least $200 in cash to go shopping too. He lived by those rules, and I'm telling you right now, I've done all of them. I've never let a woman change in front of me that I haven't fucked. No woman will do that ever. Ever. I don't care if she says whatever it may bring. I don't care.
That's fucking fair. That's fucking fair. I know it hasn't been 6 years, but and don't get me wrong, I have cut it off plenty of times, but she finds a way to find my number and call. And I guess I haven't cut it off enough, but it's been times where I've been like, listen, man, listen, you know how I feel, and you're just fucking blatantly a smack in the face, so we can't talk. I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna do what I can do. And every time she'll find my number, like, you know, I've been missing you and thinking and blah, blah, and this and that and the third. I'm like, listen, bitch, are you sucking this D or no? That's all I ask. That's all I ask. Are you giving me a blowjob, or are you? Can I do something with the vagina for the first time or not?
I don't think you're saying that, man, because you end up fucking in the changing room, dude. Unzipping her. You're gonna look real pretty for him. Go on, girl.
Listen.
I think your boyfriend would really like that top. This is where you're at right now, man. I don't know if you're really saying this shit.
Listen, it was very unexpected when it happened. I can tell you that. It was very unexpected. I know. But I would make a vow, if it happens again, then if you know, God damn it, I'll be damned if I let it happen twice.
You know, a bunch of women would be pissed off about this show. Like, this is so wrong. He's freaking pretending to be her friend. I don't think that's what's really going on, though. I think you're trying to fuck this girl, and she's just forcing you into that fucking corner, you know?
Yeah. Like my mother said, because my mother knows her. My mother was like, yeah, you know, you and this girl are friends. Me and my father was having a conversation. We was like, you know, no guy really has a best friend or really a girlfriend who they're really close to. It's more like I tried to fuck you, and somewhere I made a wrong turn, and we just ended up friends. And my mother was like, no, that's not true. What about you and that other girl? I'm like, well, there you go. Point right there. I tried, and I guess I made the wrong turn at Albuquerque or something like that. And everybody's like, and she was like, well, it was such a graduation, and you had this girl come to this girl, and you guys were cool. I'm like, well, all those girls I would fuck. So I'm not understanding your point. She was like, oh. Then she kind of looked at my father and went upstairs, and you know, I'm not sure what that led to. I hope it didn't lead to nothing. But, you know.
I don't know what to tell you, man. I got no experience. And really, I'm not friends with many women. Like, the only time I can remember being friends with women is like if I'm dating a girl and I'm trying to keep this one on the side in case this shit falls apart, you know? That's the only fucking friendship.
And that's the way it should be. But you know, huh?
Exactly. You know, that's the way God intended.
Yeah, I won't make this mistake in the next lifetime. I can tell you that. But Alone in the Dark, since you are our special guest, we have probably, I think maybe we have enough time left. Is there anything you want to bring on to the show and bless us to make the show more legit? Since you say it's not legit enough for you.
I'm just saying, man. Like, I see nothing but you guys insulting your core fucking audience, which right now might just be me, but no, it's just it's funny to me, and the best part of this show for me is watching you struggle to handle fucking Slow Chemical there, man. Like, you're going through this whole thing like, so I was thinking about this, and then this shit happened, and blah, blah, blah. What do you think about it? Man, I don't give a shit about that. All right, on to the next topic. This is the best part of the fucking show for me, dude.
so it ain't really the time. It's just me struggling to be the fucking host. I'm not sure why they keep putting these incompetent ass motherfuckers as hosts. Me, Jonathan Esther. I mean, come on.
I don't know, man. You know, that boy's still got PTSD off freaking Slow Chemical, too. Every time he starts the show, it's like, and we know everything. He's not trying to go through that shit again, dude. You've been gone for the show for like a month, and he's still fucking shaking on every goddamn intro.
Yeah, man. Every time he sees another box, it's supposed to be 4 boxes on the fucking Google Hangout. Every time he sees a 5th box pop up, it's almost like he has a fucking heart attack a little bit.
You know?
Like a little part of him dies just a little bit, like, oh shit.
When he came in and kicked his ass that one time, oh my god, that was fucking hilarious for me. He's like, well, as he goes to respond, and then click, fucking Slow Chemical drops out.
And that's all I have to say. Doesn't just say bye. Just like, that's all I have to say. All right, well, click.
But here's my question. I heard you guys are all coming out to California, though.
Hey, 3159.
For what?
Something you need to look at.
Who's this, man? Who are we talking to now?
I think he's talking to his dad.
Oh.
But yeah, my plan is to move out to San Diego around this time next year.
Yeah. You finally get tired of Atlanta, or what's causing the move?
Well, I mean, I was always going to move to California the whole time. Atlanta happened because as me and Renee were coming to Atlanta to go to Seattle, her truck broke down, and we had to spend pretty much all of our money to fix the truck.
Okay. Oh, shit.
So we got stuck in Atlanta. So, and now the funny thing is I didn't bring her ass back to Maryland, so it's just me here. So, but it's easier for it to just be me anyway, because fuck it.
When it's just a guy, you could handle fucking living in certain conditions that you can't with a woman. You know, you need like a safe home and shit like that when you got a bitch with you. When it's just a guy, it doesn't fucking matter where you live. You know, you could live in a goddamn crack house and everything's fine for you. You know.
Yeah, exactly. And she never lived anywhere else but Maryland. She only really lived in the good part. She lived in one house her whole life pretty much, and she came to Atlanta and she was shocked. Like, Renee was stunned at the stuff that happened. Like, we were in a restaurant and this old white lady had made a comment, and it was you could tell this bitch had to be like 100 years old, and she just was making, you know, she was saying stuff you shouldn't say. You know, like now it's not socially acceptable. Look here, if a white person comes up to me and calls me a nigga, I'm like, did you feel bad there? I mean, because I don't know what I did, but as long as I know where we stand, we're good. Okay, you feel bad or good. If you don't feel bad, I'm gonna beat the fuck out of you now, because now you're trying to play with my emotions, fucker. But like, you know, she just heard some things that she wasn't used to hearing, and she was shell shocked. So to bring her back up there, she's happy now, and like you said, there's some things you can't live with women in, and it'll be best if I go to San Diego by myself anyway.
Yeah, build if she's gonna come out, at least you could build the fucking groundwork. That's what I did out here, moved to Denver. Left the wife behind, let her fund the fucking trip, and we came out here and got everything set up for it, you know? That's the easiest way to do that shit. But, you know,
Yeah.
that's another thing, is like, when I went to fucking Tennessee, when I lived out there, which I fucking hated with a passion, I never met more people that just refused to leave their fucking hometown. Like, to me, that was immediate. Like, okay, you know, and all my friends, that's what they were talking about. I was like, man, I can't wait till I'm old enough. I'm fucking getting the hell out of here. You know, I'm tired of this goddamn place.
Yeah.
But in Tennessee, I mean, these fuckers would stay. I knew this one lady, my friend, it's a friend of mine's wife, right? She lived with her mom until she was like in her 30s, okay? In the house she was fucking born in, practically. Moved like 3 miles away, lived there for another couple of years, and now has moved back into her mom's house. Her mom doesn't live there anymore, but she's living in her fucking childhood home, you know? It's like, this is... What the fuck? If she's out here giving advice of where we should move, I'm like, bitch, you ain't lived fucking more than 5 miles from the titties you were weaned from. Like, what are you giving me advice for? You know, I moved all across this goddamn country now. I don't need your advice for this shit, you know?
Right.
But that just happens so much in the South. It fucking blows my mind. You know, when I was a kid, that was everybody's freaking plan. Is I'm gonna fucking once I hit of age, I'm getting the fuck out of town. You know, I'm moving to Chicago or New York. Everybody had their fucking dreams.
I don't know. You don't move to Chi-Town. Chirac nowadays.
I don't fucking get it, man. Like, to me, it's like a biological drive. I need to get the fuck lost where I'm at. You know, I need to go, move somewhere, meet new people. In the South, these fuckers don't give a shit, dude. They don't leave their goddamn hometown.
Yeah, I mean that's the way I feel about Baltimore. Definitely, it's like I can't stay here. I mean, I've lived like I said, lived here for damn near. I lived here 21 goddamn years. So it's like, man, and maybe my time span right now, I think is. I know Slow Chemical. You said you should probably be gone by like the beginning of next year, right?
Yeah, around this time next year I'll be gone.
Yeah, within maybe like 2 or 3 years for me. So probably maybe like 2017, probably beginning there, or maybe the end of 2016. I never know. Because I'm trying to stay here for long.
Yeah. I don't know, man. To me, it's kind of like a rite of passage, you know what I mean? And I hear it everywhere. Like, when we're planning on moving to Hawaii, there's a bunch of people there, like, begging to move to Hawaii. Then they move out to Hawaii, they have kids, and those people are just begging to go back to the mainland, you know? It's just like part of the fucking drive is to get the fuck out from where you were born from, and for some reason that shit's missing in the goddamn South.
Yeah, I mean, because at one point in time, you had Dave's wife, John Esther's wife's sister talking about she wanted to move here to Baltimore, and I was like, damn, I guess everybody wants to move from fucking everywhere. Lord knows why she wanted to move here. I mean, you don't just move here. You kind of end up here.
Well, I think that was more of her just being young and her not wanting to go wash dishes or something like that. That was her having a hissy fit. Because, you know, come on, let's be honest. No one wants to come to Baltimore. So I mean,
you only come to Baltimore for business, and if you're born here, that's it.
I've only been through Baltimore like 3 or 4 times, and it did not seem like a place I wanted to move to, you know?
Oh, no. Because actually, John Esther was actually one time when he was living here, because he wanted to move out his parents' house. His mom's house was, you know, good decision. But he wanted to move to a place called Cherry Hill. Now, for people who don't know what Cherry Hill is, it's basically like, to describe it, it's like Baltimore's own Compton, pretty much. You don't go there unless you're born from there, and if you're born from there, everybody knows everybody. Only way you're leaving is either through handcuffs, probably a casket, and maybe if you can play basketball, you might leave. But that's the only place in Baltimore where they have police checkpoints. Police checkpoints to get in and get out. There is a district, a police station, a district right near it, and the police don't even patrol in this area, and there's a police station right near it. Like right down the street from Cherry Hill. It's one of the places like where you're driving, you'd be like, damn, I never been to this part of Baltimore. And you see on the side Cherry Hill, you make that U-turn, and you go, well, in the middle of traffic to you, in the middle of a fucking highway, you make that U-turn and go back completely the opposite way. It's pretty goddamn bad. He was like, yeah, man, you know, we're looking at this spot, because let's be honest, John Bass is an idiot, and he's been living here in Baltimore all his life. How the fuck he didn't hear about Cherry Hill is really beyond me.
I remember him talking about that shit for a while. He's like, I think I found something. Like, well, it sounds nice. I don't know anything about it, but Cherry Hill, that sounds fucking middle town or some shit like that.
It sounds great, don't it? Listen, no type of bad this place is. He was like, you know, rent is pretty cheap. I'm like, well, yeah, because nobody fucking lived there. He's like, yeah, rent is, I think he said some shit like $200 a month. I'm like, yeah, because nobody lived there. My sister lived in Cherry Hill for like a good portion of time. It's one of them places like where you go and you fucking go, it's like everybody stares at you because you're not from there, 1. 2, every place has like metal grates on the windows because there's always break-ins. Metal grates on the windows. There's no grass on the fucking. It's bad. It's pretty bad.
Not even the fucking grass.
Yeah, there's no fucking grass. It's just it's just Cherry Hill's one place that I would go anywhere else in Baltimore, not willingly, but pretty much anywhere else in Baltimore but Cherry Hill. Like once I hear that you're from Cherry Hill, I completely stop listening because there's nothing you can.
There wasn't any freaking hood spots of that in goddamn Chattanooga, but there was, like, I remember when I first moved there, I worked for the census for a while. It's one of the easier jobs to get in. We actually made a significant amount of money working for them, too. But while I was there, there was this other girl who worked for us, and the first time I saw this girl, I thought she was probably about mid to late 20s. Okay, really pretty freaking girl, right? Then she showed up with her son, who was like 21, 22. And so we're sitting here trying to do the math on that, and nobody, you're not supposed to ask the age of a woman, but we're like, what the fuck is going on? How does she got a will? And somebody finally asked, one of the other females asked, this girl's in her 40s, and she looked, I mean, fucking gorgeous, right? She had pictures of when she got married. She got married in her 20s. She looked exactly the same. Didn't fucking change at all. Just gorgeous fucking black girl, right? But we were doing a census, and there's this one part that she couldn't get into. It was like this little community she couldn't get into because it was all fenced off. It was gated off. There was no entrance to the gate. She ends up jumping the fucking fence with her son and, like, going through this town, and she meeting up with these white people who were like, I'm not fucking talking to you. Like, she said they weren't really rude to her, but they weren't going to fucking give her any information, She was trying to get the information. They were, no, fuck no, I'm not talking to you. And she got the fuck lost and came back. What the fuck are you, what was that? It turned out to be like some white supremacist community. Like, black people moved into this little part of town and fucking hated them in peace, I guess. But here she is jumping the fence into this fucking place, and I guess these people are too shocked to do anything about it, Maybe if she wasn't as damn good looking as she was, she might not have made it back out of there again, but she was just too goddamn pretty to fucking kill, I guess. But that part, those little parts of town were fucking all over, like, once you get to the hills. Like, fucking little communities where they had their own high schools because they couldn't trust the liberal educationists. So these high schools taught nothing about fucking real science, and there was some creepy parts of fucking town, some deliverance parts of town there,
Well, Alone in the Dark, you're from California, and I could ask John for Esther, but I feel like he would give me some fucked up place. So I'd be like, hey, I'm looking at these places. These places look pretty good. He'd be like, yeah, it's a good spot. And I fucking live, where all the fucking gangbangers are at, being a goddamn police officer. And that's the last thing I want to do is be on fucking duty 24/7.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But what are pretty decent places? I know the police department makes good money over there. They have to because the cost of living is a little higher.
Are you trying
But
to
what are good places?
California, where they're at?
Probably, yeah. I mean, it depends on which department,
Yeah.
I'm looking at a lot of different departments over there. It really depends on what department. I'm looking at, like, some campus police departments like UCLA or Stanford University Police Department, somewhere like that. Or, like you said, look at the California Highway Patrol, Orange County Sheriff's Department. So.
Yeah. There is, like, around where he lives is a pretty nice part of town. Like, I think San Clemente and Dana Point were, like, one of the safest cities, or two of the safest cities in California. Right? You don't want to get anywhere near Santa Ana. Like, that's fucking terrible.
Okay.
It really depends on how much you're making and how much you're willing to spend to live out there. Like, you can get into some real ritzy part of towns that are fucking nice, but you're not going to be able to afford to do practically out because your rent's like $2,500 a month,
Right.
But around there, like, Oceanside is irritating for me because of all the fucking idiot Marines running around there. But if you're not an ex-Marine, they probably won't get on your nerves that much. It's more of like a working class town, There's not really a bad part of town. There's not really that good part of town, but that's a decent one. If you go closer to San Diego, though, I don't know my way around San Diego that much, but there is a lot of nice suburbs of San Diego which you can move into. But again, it's the fucking money that's the problem. Like, where he lives right now is more like, if you guys have ever been to his house, there's Mexicans all over the place, and that's because of that part of town he's in is like a working class part of town. They don't really got that much of a crime problem there. It's just it's a fucking poor part of town, you know.
Right.
Not too bad. I think where he moved now, I haven't seen his new place, but I think where he moved now is still a little better, but it's still not the real fucking San Clemente where you have, you know, engineers and fucking investors living and shit like that.
Yeah, you know, I just don't really, you know, want people knocking on my goddamn door drunk as hell like, yeah, you know, aren't you the police officer, sheriff guy that lives here and this and that? And I'm like, you know, I don't want to be on guard 24. I don't want to live somewhere completely fucking, you know, what's always going to cost a lot. Somewhere just pretty nice where minimum crime, because I'm from Baltimore, so I think I could probably handle that. But,
Really?
you know, somewhere it's not too fucking terrible, you know.
What you want to do is get your shit together, like get your credit and all that shit together, because California has a lot of, like, housing assistance where they help you buy a house if you're like a police officer, a teacher, shit like that. They'll give you assistance to buy a house and shit like that. But it's practically only for buying. Like renting, they don't give a shit about you.
Okay.
But if you're going to buy something, they'll give you deals on buying a house because you're a police officer or some, you know, some public servant, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the best course of action. We're trying to buy a house out here. It's kind of a little difficult for us because of how we're fucking our income set right now. But buying a house, and I gotta check the market in California, but I know it fell a lot, which means you're buying in at the low end now, which is where you want to buy. I don't know where it's going to be in 2-3 years though. That fucking market changes like a goddamn beast. But that's the best bet if you want to live in a nice place and you want to freaking, you know, get by easily where you're not spending your entire fucking paycheck on the rent. That's what you want to do is try and buy a house out there. And they'll get you in decent parts of towns. Like, you'll see cops living where, you know, their income cannot fucking support because of those programs that they have to help these people fucking get by, you know?
Yeah, I know. I've heard, you know, a lot of places have cop communities in Los Angeles. So,
Yeah.
you know, usually a lot of guys from where the, you know, LAPD live at, you know, cop communities was like way far from the fucking city, you know, somewhere where they can find you, but they can't really find you.
Yeah, you'll see it, dude. Like a whole, you know, block with like cop cars in every driveway. It's fucking ridiculous. I don't know how much you want to do that though, because sometimes living around a lot of police is just as bad as living around other fucking irritations.
Yeah, I know. It's like,
why I never wanted to live on base, because you start living around those asshole Marines and they start wearing you out like a motherfucker, you know?
yeah.
Like, some of my friends made it happen. Some of them had good fucking experiences, but I couldn't fucking take it. I need a day off, you know what I mean? I'm not going to go home and stay on base. That shit wore me the fuck out.
Yeah, I
But
can
it's not bad.
imagine.
I mean, Southern California's pretty. As long as you stay away from L.A., you know, of course there's some nasty parts of L.A., but if you're living in Southern California, like towards San Diego, shit, like you're gonna be just fine. It's not. There's little pockets of bad areas, but they're really easy to avoid, you know.
Okay. I was about to say, you know, I'm pretty sure Slow Chemical doesn't really matter where he fucking goes because he's gonna scare off anybody who fucking, you know, I'm almost goddamn positive, you know, like, oh, you're new around here. Listen, fuck you, and if you try that bullshit, I'll kill you. Okay. All right.
Yeah, I'm not a friendly neighbor. Yeah, there's this girl here. From what my aunt tells me, she's nice. When me and Renee first moved here, she's the next door neighbor of my aunt, and we lived across the street from my aunt. So I would come over to my aunt's house from time to time to use her desktop computer. So one time, this girl's being so nice, and that was just a dick. But anyways, I walk in, she has a basket of cookies. And she's like, hey, I just want to come over to your house and welcome to the neighborhood. I said, don't do that. That's just, no. Because then that means I got to think, because here's my thing. If I walk across the street and you walk across the street and you say, hey, how you doing? I'm going to say, I'm doing great. I don't care how you're doing, so I'm not going to ask you how you're doing. So, my husband tried to give me cookies and said, no, don't do that, because that means we have to be nice to each other and say hi, and I don't really want that pressure. So, all due respect, you can keep your cookies.
So pretty much, you're one of them guys that, you know, like, when you're calling, you be like, all right, you know, have a nice day. You're just like, all right.
Yeah.
Like, you don't say it. That's hilarious. I would say that for the police department, my recruiter is like that. He's kind of like, you know, he'll call me for some information like, yeah, you know, you gotta do this, you gotta do that, you gotta do this, and we can set up this date. I'd be like, okay, thank you, sir. Have a nice day. He'd be like, all right. I'm like, okay, all right.
You know, my recruiter for the military, Now I look back at it, I was kind of a dick to him, but I'm signing up. You're not recruiting me, okay? I came in to fucking sign up. Just leave me alone, you know? Like, that's it. They'll call, hey, you want to go hang out with us at the pizza place? No, I don't. I got my own friends, you know? Just get my fucking paperwork done and tell me when I'm going, you know?
Like, too friendly with you.
I'd go to the fucking little events. There was a girl there I wanted to fuck, and he knew that. I'd be like, hey, is Sadaf there? They're like, all right, I'll come. You know.
I like you said that like you don't fucking you're not married to her. You're like, yeah, it's just some goddamn
planning at the beginning, man. That was the plan in the beginning. Okay, I got fucked over in this. So you think it's bad getting your friend zone, man? Wait till some bitch marries you. Fuck like that.
Goddamn, somebody puts you in fucking Muslim territory unwantedly.
Exactly, man. You don't know the shit I gotta put up with now.
I imagine how those family reunions go.
Well, it's kind of funny because some of the family is not happy at all that I'm part of the family now. You know, they are not happy with a white person intruding on their fucking women. You know what I mean? Which I understand. Fucking khakis are a bunch of fucking bullshit. They don't like when they got competition. That's why they ban their women from going out to fucking find anybody else. They can't compete. You know. Sometimes they can income-wise. Like, these bookers going out getting engineering degrees, that's because they're, like, literally in the top 5 for the world's smallest dicks. So they gotta go out and get a goddamn engineering degree if they want to get something, you know what I mean?
Top 5. Shouldn't that be, like, the bottom, like, the least 5? Or I'm not sure how that works.
Like, the average for a Pakistani male is, like, 4 1/4 inches, man. They're that bad.
Are Asians first?
Yeah, Asians are beyond them. You know, Asians are like 3 3/4, some shit like that.
Jesus Christ. Well, I mean, it could be worse. It could be Asian. And
some of the families like that, and some of the families like, well, this fucking girl was out of her goddamn mind anyways. At least somebody married her ass, you know. Somebody took that fucking bullet, which I understand, you know.
I mean, I would probably love it just to have, women waiting on me hand and feet. Hey, give me some water.
Dude, and I took advantage of that shit like no other, man. Like, her little sister, she can't. I'll go to her house, and it's not so much anymore. They've kind of, warmed up to me now. But it was the beginning. If I would say something like, hey, I'm kind of thirsty, the mom would be like, hey, get over there and get him something to drink. So if, like, she was pissing me off, she'd be talking shit, something like that. Like, I'm a little parched. I need something. Her mom would tell, go get him something to drink. So here she is in the middle of an argument with me, having to get me a glass of water or something like, give me some food. Like, I'll take advantage of that shit whenever I get the chance, man. I'm not gonna
Absolutely. I'm assuming our one viewer who is viewing is not Muslim because they haven't left yet. So, thank you for that. But I think we've been going on long enough now. But that was definitely a fun show. We talked about a lot of bullshit on the show. Thank you, Mr. Alone in the Dark, for joining us. Maybe one day you can join us again. Hopefully.
I'll come back. I think I have more fun on this show than my own,
Yeah. What I was gonna say, Slow Chemical, you want to plug the album and the interview and stuff because I'm plugged out.
No, I wasn't gonna do that really. But second week in April. Why Repent? I'm gonna do it again. The album's coming out. It features Raven and Wise. First single's called Light Up. We also have an interview going on next week, but it won't air until the third week of February. Excuse me. That's gonna be on a New Orleans station. I'll get the information to y'all next week when I know more. We're gonna talk about everything on there, from the podcast, the music, a bunch of different stuff too. I'm sure it's going to be an hour-long interview, so I'm sure more things will come up.
Absolutely, man. We're definitely pushing, and we're trying to get new music out there for you guys. And for our one viewer, thank you for not leaving us right away, so you got to hear the goddamn information. But for your host, I am Cold Conscience.
This is Alone in the Dark guest starring. Maybe one more time. We'll see.
For the record, we had to make a deal to do this. I had to go on Dare Disagree so he could come on here. So
I'm sure that will have to apply again for him to come on here. I'm sure. So cynical.
Alright, maybe we can try to get Jonathan Esther on the show. He's not being such a bitch. We'll see you next time.
When he's not being a bitch, good luck, man.
Oh, I should have put up that goddamn picture of damn fucking Orlando Jordan